Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here with Sports Choice Plus, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering should Shedeur Sanders want to go to the New York Giants. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. After watching bits and pieces of the Giants game and seeing how they lost and seeing exactly what's left, losing to the Carolina Panthers is crazy. But essentially, Daniel Jones is essentially going to be benched. Essentially, they're talking about making changes. Brian Daboll hasn't really come out and said it. They've come out and said they want to evaluate other players, but essentially that's code word for eventually. They want to see who else has opportunity on the roster. You've already seen a couple of guys, but the standpoint, this season got off to a bad start in the offseason. When you think about not bringing back Saquon Barkley, I think everybody should be fired for that because Saquon Barkley is a generational talent. You've seen what he's been able to do up to 9 to 10 games with the Eagles, and that impact that he has, not only winning a couple of games for them, but being the reason that they won against the Packers, being the reason that they won against certain teams. He is that kind of running back where he can change games and make sure that you have good field position and you're in either field goal range or scoring touchdowns. Joe Schroen literally was on Hard Knocks and essentially gave Saquon Barkley the freedom to go shop itself. Essentially, you're going to come back to us? You're going to give us an opportunity? Hell no, he didn't. He went over to the crosstown rival and went to Philadelphia and essentially took the best deal that he had on the table. And you got to think, Daniel Jones is the quarterback of the Giants because of you. You gave Daniel Jones that extension. You gave Daniel Jones that big contract. You bet on Daniel Jones and you allowed Saquon Barkley to play on that franchise deal, and now the Giants are where they are. Yes, they have Malik Neighbors, but essentially that's all they have. When you think about on offense, that's all they have. They don't have, I don't want to hear about Hyatt. I don't want to hear about any of these other receivers, tight ends, anybody. No, you have Malik Neighbors and that's it. From the standpoint of a 21-year-old being your savior, that's not going to happen from LSU. So from a standpoint, I would say if I'm Shedeur Sanders, I want no parts of the New York Giants football organization. I want no parts of this dysfunction. I want no parts of this foolishness. And you got to ask yourself, if you're Shedeur Sanders, you're going to take a beating. Because if you get up here, their offensive line is not better. Their offensive line is not good. We see him getting hit. Again, they may not be sack numbers, but he still takes punishment. He still takes hits. And you got to think, with him being inconsistent and not being able to throw the ball down the field consistently like he needs to, that just makes this offense even worse. You see the frustration on Malik Neighbors' face when he slams down his helmet, when he comes to the sideline and throws a little iPad. Those frustrations boil over, and eventually it gets old. Brian Daboll's about to lose his job because his quarterback cannot get the ball down the field to receivers like he's supposed to. He can't read defenses like he's supposed to, and he oftentimes does not push the ball when he needs to. Throwing the ball inconsistently, being very wildly inconsistent. So I think if I'm Shedeur Sanders, these are one of these teams that I say no thank you to. I reach out to them and tell them no thank you, no mas, no, I'm not coming. Nope, better trade me. You draft me if you want to. I will not show up. I'll go back to college. So in this standpoint, I think the Giants are doomed. If they need to draft a quarterback, it's going to be somebody else other than Shedeur Sanders. And, if they got an opportunity for Travis Hunter, I would do the same thing. No, thank you. So all you NFL fans, Giant fans, get in the comment section below. What do you think? Do you think Shedeur Sanders should give him a shot? Do you think he should come there? What do you think about the whole season? Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll see you in the next video.